the Rake. The Rake is a legend that dates back as far as 1621, but has gained new popularity since the summer of 2003. Many people have claimed sightings of the Rake. There are even several short films and projects out there in relation to this creature, as well as creepypastas. There are several variations of how the Rake is described, but is usually referred to as having gray skin, huge black eyes, and no body hair. It also is apparently hunched over and has arms way too long in proportion to its body. This particular video is one of the many that has made their way to the surface of the web. It's a wheat or cornfield or some type, and you can see a very thin and misshapen humanoid creature running through the high grass. The title of this video claims it to be the Rake, and it does seem to be similar to some claims and sightings that have come before. Witch on fire. A bruja is the term used in regions such as Mexico to refer to a person who practices witchcraft. The term bruja or brujo can refer to any person, male or female, that practices any level of form of witchcraft. While bruja is not immediately a negative term, Mexico and other regions have developed an understanding that evil witches do exist and practice black magic with the goal of harming others. Many witch legends involve elderly women with the ability to shapeshift, steal souls for the devil, and even eat children. This video was uploaded in 2013 and it is titled Fire Witch in the Forest, Real Witch. The description explains that this video was taken because a group of people could not tell what they were seeing and wanted to review the video later. Upon reviewing the video, this is what they found. The imagery itself is pretty unsettling, as it just appears to be a human body engulfed in flames. However, at the same time, the person does not seem to be panicking as they disappear from thin air several times. Again, this video was shot on a dark dirt road in the middle of nowhere, which adds to even more of the aura of fear. Many people are claiming that this is some sort of video editing or hoax, but if you're a believer in witchcraft, you're likely to agree this seems pretty genuine. Icelandic word monster. Every country and every culture around the world has its own paranormal legends. The US has Bigfoot, goblins and elves are popular in Mexico, Scotland discovered the Loch Ness Monster, and Iceland has the giant worm monster. Though it sounds like more of a punchline than a threatening creature, the worm monster is actually pretty creepy. This video, uploaded in 2012, is perhaps one of the best quality videos to date of the unknown worm-like creature, but sightings have been reported since as early as 1345. In relation to this phenomenon, this video shows the creature slithering through the icy waters, and zoomed-in shots show what could be a snake-like head that forced the water and ice out of its path. The worm is said to inhabit Lake Lago Fliet. The creature has yet to have been caught or studied, and while there are numerous theories out there as to what this could be, such as a collection of bacteria or debris, atmospheric warping, or even optical illusions, there is not a solid answer as of now. Many scientists and even psychologists have found that these theories offer an answer to only some of the reported sightings, but don't hold valid for every single one, meaning they cannot be the factual truth. Shadowy ghost in school. A group of young teens decided to go explore an abandoned school in their town. The building is in poor shape, and it's apparent no one has been in it for at least several years. As the group enters a classroom of the school, the camera catches a very realistic shadowy figure welling from a window towards the group. Something about the way the figure walks looks very casual, as if it's wearing jeans and has one hand in its pocket. Many refer to this ghost as headless, however that could just be because of the way the light is coming in from the window. The group of teams don't seem to notice or see the figure, but just as the camera catches it, a loud roaring noise can be heard. The noise is comparable to a deep echoing moan, slowed down church bells, or ship alerts. The teens begin to scream and run out of the school. As they run in, even after coming to a stop to talk about what happened, they can still hear the eerie noise. They continue to explore as if looking for the source of the terrifying noise, but the video ends and we are left with more questions than anything. Goblin or elf. Goblins are very small, evil, elf-like creatures that originated in European countries during the Middle Ages. Goblins have different appearances depending on what region the folklore is coming from, but they're usually very small, dirty, greedy, and mischievous. Most stories associated with goblins involve them stealing, leaving behind messes, or even killing people, usually small children. In this video, there seems to be a small group of kids or teens playing in a messy room. One teen in particular is in front of the camera kicking around a ball. The boy kicks the ball off to the side and goes to retrieve it when he looks down at a small creature crouching in against the wall. It's very hard to make out what is being seen, but the group collectively screams and the camera cuts off as the small creature bounds away. Many people claim that this was just a rat that scared the group of youngsters. However, even with low quality, you can tell that this small being is on its own two very human-like legs, and it even appears to be wearing a pointed hat. The way that the creature runs from the group as the threat of being sighted either lends proof to the legend that goblins hate to be seen, or offers the idea that they aren't evil little creatures after all. Either way, seeing a very tiny humanoid in your own home is bound to freak anyone out. Cthulhu under the sea. In 2007, a deep-sea camera owned by an oil company caught this image of a massive squid-like creature near the Gulf of Mexico. This deep-sea nightmare has a large head with fins that protrude out of it, tentacles or legs that extend horizontally and then drop down for several feet. Its physical appearance can be compared to that of a daddy long legs met with a sci-fi flick alien. When this footage was released, a lot of speculation began as to what this creature may be. The first and most common theory was that this was a relative of Cthulhu, a cosmic creature created by H.P. Lovecraft in the short story The Call of Cthulhu. Plenty of believers and paranormal enthusiasts began turning their head to research, outrage, and fear, knowing that this creature was living in our oceans, possibly waiting for a chance to come to shore and take control or wreak havoc. This creature also gave those that already feared the ocean an even greater reason to stay miles away from it. As fun and scary as all of this speculation was, this is actually a big fin squid which was discovered in 1988. However, this is one of only a handful of times that this was caught on tape, and even the most skilled scientists still know very little about this creature. That being said, this could very well be a descendant of that great old one. and is certainly a marvelous reason to stay out of the ocean. Unknown creature. This video involves a driver traveling down a dirt road in the dead of night when he comes across a truly terrifying creature. The man appears to be driving while holding his camera up towards the figure. At first he just seems confused by what he sees, but things take an almost heart-wrenching turn. The figure is wearing what appears to be a white gown and has long dark hair. It also seems to have a limp in the way that it walks and is slightly hunched over. The man lets out expressions of horror, and as the creature begins to stagger violently towards him, he lets out shrieks of pure fear. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! The sounds of pure terror that this man makes are truly enough to be upsetting. Little else is known about this creature. However, there have been speculations that this is actually an elderly woman being possessed by a demon, going after unsuspecting travelers. This is not the first case of roadside ghostly or demonic creatures. All over the world, roadside nightmares are recorded and shared. The most common explanations for these creatures are that it's either the spirit of someone who died on the road, a spirit trying to hitch a ride somewhere, or a demon/creature looking to get those lonely drivers off the road for whatever evil reason. This is a good example of why you should always use the buddy system when driving on dark dirt roads.